Alright guys, so it's been 2 days, a little more than 2 days, that this wind-up motor has been sitting in the vinegar. Take it out into the light here, you can see it. I think that's pretty darn incredible. I did take it out twice and give it a little brushing, but that was, what the hell was that, last night. And more has definitely come off. So, that's the good news. Now let's see if there's any bad news. Okay, so, as I suspected, I'm afraid, the main spring there has a major crack in it. Right there, I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get in the light so you can see it. It is definitely cracked, split right there. That's why she's not winding up. The motor came free. The motor is definitely free. No question about that. That motor is free. Really nice. And anybody that has any doubt about this white vinegar taking rust off or anything, I'm telling you, man, it works. It works great. That little pail there is full of rust on the bottom. It's full of it. You got any rusty tools or anything else, a pliers or a vice grip that's locked with rust, you do what I just did with this engine and you'll see. However, the good news is she's all cleaned up and looks nice. Bad news is she's not functioning. She's not a functioning motor. 2 reasons actually. That split there in the mainspring, whereas also is a small piece I found out that goes over this hole, locks behind the hole, and holds the key in place. And that's missing as well. So I'm going to tinker with it a little more, but as of right this minute, I have to say I am not going to get this motor running unless I get the right parts and totally, completely disassemble it. Either replace that spring or somehow, some way spot weld it. I don't know if that's even going to help because of the missing parts. But a little experiment with the vinegar worked well, so it wasn't a waste of time. I was able to show you guys that little trick if you weren't familiar with it. So, with a non-functioning motor, I'm left with option 2. The contingency plan. Yes, we all need a contingency plan. And I've been working on one in my head for the last 2 days. And so, I'm going to show you what it is right now. Alright guys, so you're looking at my contingency plan. Alright, I've been actually working on this for the last day. When I went out there and checked that motor yesterday morning, I found that crack. And I knew it was not going to work. So, I dug up an old LIONEL engine that I had sitting in my parts drawer. Wasn't using it. Came off a LIONEL that had a plastic shell actually. It was cracked very badly. Taking a dive off the track on Deadman's Curve. And the only way to fix it would be to totally hot glue it together. It wasn't worth it. But I held on to the motor. And that was about 2 years ago. And lo and behold, the time has come for that motor to be put to use. She's mounted in there. And I mounted a front light as well. And a lot of guys have done this. Nothing new. This is nothing new. Okay, I'm sure everybody's done it differently. Made up a couple little brackets and to hold it in place. And there's something about this train that's very special, as I've told you. I know I keep saying it and I'm not telling you what it is, but I'm not going to tell you what it is until the very last part 3 is over. And you'll understand fully why I'm so hung up on this train. Okay? The only hints I can give you is that it was made in 1955 and it's 66 years old. That's the only tips I can give you. So despite the condition it's in, cosmetically, I managed to, this was all bent in the front. I managed to straighten it out. It looks pretty decent now, I think. And I cleaned it as much as I could, but I think it looks a little better in the yellow sections, but the bottom half, terrible. I think the rear butt side of this train was buried in dirt and grime and mud and who the hell knows what else. So like I told you, the man told me he found it in the basement doing a clean out of an estate, and he had absolutely no use for it. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you what we did with it right now. So she's on the track, first time in who the heck knows how long. She's sitting on a track, and that train's got to be happy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's a happy train. And not to mention it's an antique toy that's been rescued. 100% rescued from the scrap pile. So, we're going to give it a run around the track, forward and backwards, and we're going to put a load on it too. See how that works out. If I recall, this motor's a good motor. So, let's start with the test run. After being buried in a basement under piles of junk for who knows how many years, never thinking it would be back on the track anywhere. This old girl's not only back on the track, but she's running circles around a lot of other trains. Alright guys, she did pretty good by herself. Let's see how she does pulling a little load here. We got 3 decent sized cars and a southern tender here, which has the rattler wheel with the ball bearings to make the train sound. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright guys, there you have it. It's a beautiful marriage of a Wyandotte Hafner train with the LIONEL motor. It's a perfect marriage, and I guess the LIONEL's in charge, but that Hafner sure looks good, I think. So, thanks for watching guys. I said it was a pretty good, successful rescue and save. As I said in the beginning, I do not do restorations. I save them, rescue them, clean them up, and hopefully get them going again. Thanks for watching. Book 'em, Dano.